my subject was, how does one cope with being isolated and alone all of their life? I wanted to explore it mainly because it was the lesser of many evils that were assigned to us, but very, very, very partially because it intrigued me. It pulled me in as an invitation to explore more about the people who isolate themselves, people like me. People who want to be safe and secure, and so they try to isolate themselves from the world so that no one can do anything to them, and so that they're in more control of their life than they think. And it's this subject kind of strikes close to me because I don't personally isolate myself a whole lot, but I know a lot of others who do. But what I found out that I think, this is my opinion, very subjective, that Mark Twain was trying to prove that isolating children is a bad idea because they want to be alone, but every so often he would run into other people so that he wouldn't be alone anymore. And then Faulkner was telling how isolation could drive a person to madness, and deep into madness, because Emily was so insane because she had shut herself off from the world that she couldn't handle the fact that the ones that she loved was leaving her. And so she killed him and slept with his body because, I mean, that's what she wanted. So, and then Poe told the tale of a man who was so crazy because he was driven mad by his wife dying that he isolated himself from the world and didn't know how to talk to other people. And so when the Raven came in, he acted as if that was a normal person. I felt that all of these stories had a lack of acceptance. Like the man in Poe's tale couldn't accept that his wife had died. Emily couldn't accept that Homer Barron didn't love her, and Huck just couldn't accept being alone. I figured everyone was pretty much crazy in these stories because. And I was also reading this online article about a family who isolated themselves from all the rest of the world for 30 years, and they were crazy. They couldn't even speak their own language. It was insane. And they had isolated themselves because they felt attacked by the people around them, and they just didn't want to be attacked, so they moved on elsewhere and didn't want to be around all the authorities and everyone who was persecuting them. And so I feel like it's not that crazy, but it's crazy to me. And I know a lot of these stories push people to want to do things they don't really, really want to. Like, I know murder, I'm not condoning it, as most people say as a disclaimer. It's not that much of an option, but sometimes it happens because they can't accept what people have done to them. And a lot of my coping mechanisms with this is crying because I don't know, I can't handle being isolated. But I'm sure the authors would say very differently and would say that if you are isolated, don't be alone, don't cry, just find someone else to band together with and be more whole.